When you talk about Penei Sewell, you're talking about a guy who is willing to go to the end of the earth for his teammates, and his teammates is willing to do the same for him. And when we selected him at the 7th pick in 2021, it was big. It was big that we picked up a guy like that fell 6 picks later to us in that draft. And 4 years later, everything has been great. Everything has been solid from Penei Sewell, playing 58 games, and he's a great protector of Jared Goff. And the rest of the offense, as an offensive line, is great protectors of Jared Goff. So when you have Penei Sewell, you getting, a guy who's happy-go-lucky, a guy that's a competitor, a guy that loves to win, a guy that's willing to run through a brick wall for you and his teammates, a guy that's willing to exceed his expectations to a high level. You're looking at a guy that has succeeded in college football and in the pros. And, he's a 2-time Pro Bowl, player from 2022, 2023. And looking at these stats right here, which is a career highlight and award, it's not a stat, but when you're a first-team All-Pro, when you're a PFWA All-Rookie Team for 2021, and then an Outland Trophy in 2019, Palestinian College Football Player of the Year 2019, Morris Trophy 2019, unanimous All-American from 2019, first team All Pac-12 in 2019, you succeeded. When you get all those accomplishments, you succeeded, and all you could do is put a smile on your face. And the cherry on top that this team is going to get is a Super Bowl title. I don't care what the naysayers think. I don't care what the national media thinks. This team deserves a championship. And they're going to go and get that championship. With under 5 games left, they're 11-1. They're on a 10-game win streak. Going into this game Thursday night against the Green Bay Packers, the expectation is to win. Like I said from my last video, the expectation is to win, never lose. This team is going to do whatever it takes to get the job done Thursday night, from the first quarter to the fourth quarter. And Penei Sewell is going to get these guys riled up and fired up out the gate from kickoff. That's what he's going to do. Hell, I've been to games where you see Penei Sewell letting out all the emotion, letting out all the passion in that circle around these fellas, and the fans get hype, and I get hyped seeing Penei Sewell do the damn thing and get these guys right and talk that talk. And I love it from Penei Sewell, love it from 58. And I was just watching Brad Galley's interview with Penei Sewell, and he spoke, with a lot of sincerity about the city, and he loves the city. He lives and breathes the city of Detroit, and Detroit lives and breathes through him, and he can definitely be, one of the greatest Detroit, sports players to ever be a part of this city. When you talk about the greatest Detroit sports players that have been around from franchise to franchise in this city, you talking about Steve Yzerman, Gordie Howe, Barry Sanders, Al Kaline, Alan Trammell. You're talking about historic names. And Penei Sewell is going to be a historic name next to that with Aiden Hutchinson, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and Jahmyr Gibbs, and David Montgomery, and so many names, and so on forth. He's going to be a part of those names when you speak about Detroit sports and the Detroit Lions history, for that matter. Excuse me. So let's not sit back and say, oh, well, Penei Sewell and this team won't have a chance to go far. They do have a chance to go far. Regardless if they lose this game against the Packers, regardless if they win against the Packers. The main objective is to go and get that first seed and get a first round bye so guys can heal up and get ready to play the divisional round, the NFC Championship round, and the Super Bowl round. Those are the important rounds that this team needs. Okay, that's what they really need. And when you go to the Super Bowl, you want to win it all. You're not just going to go to the big dance and say, oh, we're going to lay down and let, Kansas City or Baltimore or Buffalo or any AFC team coming out of their conference try to run all over us, because we're willing to run all over them. So again, 5 games left into the season. You should be happy, you should be proud, and you should not panic about these next 5 games. Looking at the schedule, you got Chicago, Green Bay, as I said again, for tomorrow. Buffalo, December 15th. That's a huge primetime game. Then you're playing against San Fran, who is likely to be out of the playoff race, and looking forward to putting Kyle Shanahan in the hot seat for that matter. And then you got Minnesota coming here on the last game of the season, entering 2025 of January, when we have this, great division, rivalry matchup to win the North Division title, because that's the first title you should win before you get the, Hallis Trophy and the Super Bowl trophy. That's the first title you should get before that, and then some. But with that being said, give me your thoughts on Penei Sewell, and give me your thoughts about tomorrow's game, and, what's the game plan going into this, because I know Coach Campbell said it on 97 Won the Ticket, that the game plan is to be fast, disruptive, and disciplined as a team. And I'm definitely behind that, and I got Coach Campbell's back. And I'm sure you do too, but we need game plan, big game plan to make game time decisions, and game plans to, make big time plays in this game. So make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel. I'm at 265 subscribers. My name's Chicken Nugget King 313. Much love, one pride. See you tomorrow. Thursday Night Football. Lights, camera, action. Big time. And oh yeah, shout out to Richard Sherman too, alright? Sherm, we gotta talk, okay? Yes, me and you, we gotta conversate. Yes, and I hope you see this video. But anyways, one pride. Love you, Detroit. And let's go get this job done and win. 12-1. Let's go.